Hello everybody. This is the second edition of our analysis of the World Chess Championship with Grandmaster Dibyendu Barua. This time we will ask him about how Gukesh managed that extraordinary win yesterday and the future prospects as we see it, which looks very bright. And we will ask further questions on certain very interesting things about World Championship chess today. Also with us is Rajendra ji, who is another expert, who will pose some very critical move questions with Grandmaster Dibyendu Barua. Dibyendu ji, what do you think about yesterday's win? What was special about it, or is it a failure on the part of Ding Liren?
Yeah, actually, Gukesh won yesterday on 11th game, and this is the first time that he took the lead. We should remember that he lost the first game of this match, then he came back on the third game, and after that, second game was drawn, and after that there was a series of draws, seven games. There was, fourth to 10th, so all 7 games. Were draws. And as I was mentioned earlier also, that whoever takes the lead in this crucial last 4 games, it will
as
be
much more. As we call it,
the
end game.
Kind of end game, and it would be his likely to win the World Championship title, because it's very difficult to come back. Yesterday was the 11th game. He was white, and as usual, Gukesh is very well prepared in the opening, and he takes lots of risk, and he plays aggressively. So yesterday also he opened with the knight f3 ready opening, and then Ding played d5, and at some point in the beginning itself, Ding was down with the clock time, because he used to take a lot of time. He took a lot of time. First 4 moves, I think he took around 40 to 50 minutes, and the game they were following, it was kind of Ding played a game against one of another player, Adivan, and but on the fourth or fifth move, Gukesh played a new move, a3, and it seemed like that Ding was not ready for that. And in the first few moves, like say after 7 moves, Gukesh was much ahead of in the time, and but somehow. He at some point he played bishop g4, Ding, and gave his bishop on the fifth move. Yeah, fifth move, Gukesh played a3, which was new actually, and in return, Ding played bishop g4, and he gave the light color bishop. That is, we call it light color bishop. Black's white color bishop, that is light color bishop. He gave it for knight, and also that was not that bad, but then he made some strategical planning mistakes in the further moves, and at some point after I would say after 10th move, knight b d7, Ding played knight b d7, and he had a control over the dark squares. And after knight b d7, Gukesh started thinking, and at some point after 15 moves, it was like both of them were having. It took a lot of time in the first 15 moves, and after 20th moves, it was. Both of them were having less than 20 minutes for the rest of the 20 moves. So that time itself, a lot of people, grandmasters all over the world, everybody who are following this game, they were very much, they all were very much excited to see how the game will keep on going, because because of the time pressure, and somewhere in between, Gukesh was not in the happy position. He was a tight position, and the mistake actually made by Ding was G6 move. Instead of G6, he could have played E6 and maintained the slight advantage.
Okay.
So that's how in the but then the game went on, and then Gukesh sacrificed a pawn. He was forced to sacrifice pawn B6. After G6 was his. I'll tell the move number exactly. G6 was move number 15. G6, and after G6, Gukesh got back to the game. Played A4, and then he developed his bishop to A3.
Gukesh got back to the game in the
middle game itself. So instead of G6, if Ding could have played F6 or E6, which could have given him the advantage, and he could maintain the advantage, and that could have been difficult for Gukesh to overcome in such a short time. But anyway, fortune favors the brave. So
let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's what happened, and we all are happy that finally he could win the game and he could take the lead.
अच्छा दिपेंद्र जी, वो डिंग लिन का जो डिले करना हुआ, जो कैसलिंग का, क्वीन साइड ऑलरेडी ब्लॉक था, वो दो नाइट और क्वीन से जो आपके D3 और B3 ये जो अटैक करने के लिए वो जो आगे बढ़े, जिससे आपकी माने पूरा प्रॉपर डेवलपमेंट नहीं हुआ, तो ये क्या कारण हो सकता है कि वो गेम लॉस किया इसके लिए?
नहीं एक्चुअली उसके लिए, बट knight E5 and knight C5 both were very well placed, and that's why instead of G6, if अगर E6 खेलते थे और F6, then the D3 pawn he could have got it, because it was very difficult it would have been difficult for Gukesh to maintain the D3 pawn. लेकिन after G6, Gukesh immediately played A4 and bishop A3, and he took the knight on C5, so that the pressure on D3 could have gone. So yes, और knight E5 और knight C5 के बाद definitely Gukesh का थोड़ा difficult position था. All the Indian fans and the commentator, even I was going through, and I thought at some point even all the top grandmasters, they were analyzing in different channel, and looks like very difficult. लेकिन जो मौका जो मिला गुकेश को, that saved him.
अच्छा, एक और है, जैसे डिंग लिन ने नाइट B3 करके रूक एंड बिशप को जो फॉर्क नहीं किया, तो वो क्या, अगर वो वेरिएशन खेलता तो क्या कुछ चांसेस था?
हमको भी लगा था वो एक्चुअली आया था. दैट वाज वेरी बिफोर वाइट कुड कैसल. वाइट का कैसल करने का पहले वो मौका था जब बिशप G2 खेला था वाइट 12th मूव में. इसमें बिशप G2 के बाद डिंग ने नाइट F जो था उसको D7 में लेके गया, नाइट E5 लाया. ए नहीं लाके अगर नाइट B3 खेलता था, देन द थिंग्स वुड हैव बीन मच मोर critical, much more what I would say, for the spectators it would have been much more entertainment, क्योंकि उसमें शायद this type of position could have raised that where गुकेश का एक एक्सचेंज डाउन होता था, लेकिन पॉन 2-3 पॉन रहता था. एंड आई थिंक दैट वाज गुड डिसीजन बाय गुकेश टू गो फॉर द एक्सचेंज सैक. उसने डिंग ने नहीं लिया, दैट वेरी रिस्की, क्योंकि कल जो देखा था हम, जो कल का पहले जो ड्रॉ हुआ था गेम नंबर 10th, आफ्टर द गेम वाज ओवर, डिंग लिरेन वाज मच हैप्पियर. उनका जो अपीयरेंस, उनका जो body language. But yesterday somehow I felt like he was what he was in the first few games, because he was not very comfortable. He was thinking, he was, I mean, some doubts were there. Yeah, clearly unhappy. तो लेकिन वो G6 जो था उसमें थोड़ा ही किया. उसके बाद भी इतना जल्दी नहीं गेम खत्म होता था, but he made a very सीवियर ब्लंडर, हम लोग जो ब्लंडर बोलते हैं, ब्लंडर मीन्स एक मूव में पीस चला गया, एंड देन डेफिनेटली ही कैन नॉट एक्सपेक्ट टू कम बैक।
वो तो लास्ट में हुआ, लेकिन एक और था जिस जगह पे वो नाइट ने जब अटैक किया था तो क्वीन C7 में था, तो उसको B8 में भी जा सकता था इंस्टेड ऑफ आपका पॉन मारने की जगह।
हाँ, पॉन नहीं मारना
अगर नहीं मार, क्योंकि अटैक तो वहीं से आया ना पूरा, तो वो पूरा एकदम क्रैश कर दिया उस जगह में B5।
दैट इज ट्रू।
तो उसको आप क्या देखना है कि उसको एज ए ब्लंडर पकड़ेंगे उसको, ना कि स्ट्रेटेजिकल मिस्टेक्स?
हमको लग रहा है दैट ही थॉट दैट ओके आई विल टेक द पॉन एंड देन एट सम सुटेबल पॉइंट आई विल गिव इट बैक। नॉर्मली क्या होता है जो इस लेवल में टूर्नामेंट गेम में समवन इज सैक्रिफाइसिंग पॉन मींस he must have had some plan. So if you are accepting that, that means you are accepting the challenge and you are ready to see what my opponent has. तो ये एक होता था, और मेरा ख्याल से वही उसका मन में शायद काम किया था that okay somehow I can survive, I can castle and I can at some point I'll give it back. तो पॉन वापस मिलने का एकदम मौका में आ गया था, लेकिन जब आया that moment एकदम एक नॉविस टाइप का एक ब्लंडर किया, एंड इट हैपेंस। आई मीन इट्स नॉट वी कैनॉट इज अंडर प्रेशर।
उस जगह आफ्टर नाइट C5 जो क्वीन B8 खेला, वहां पे क्या बचने का कोई चांसेस था? माने लिंगडेरन का ये जो जहां पे
आफ्टर बिशप इनटू C5 क्वीन C5,
हां, जहां पे उसने क्वीन C8 खेला B7 को बचाने के लिए, तो वहां पे कोई चांस था ऐसा? कोई
दैट पोजीशन इटसेल्फ इट्स बेटर फॉर व्हाइट, क्योंकि B5 में पूरा ऑपरेशन चालू हो गया था एंड बोथ द रूक्स वर देयर एंड कुछ ना कुछ टैक्टिक्स तो आ ही जाता था। तो लेकिन वो ब्लंडर तो डेफिनेटली किया है, लेकिन ब्लंडर अगर नहीं करके, जैसा आप बता रहा है, जो क्वीन C8 नहीं खेल के अगर क्वीन
नाइट D8 करके भी
खेला था, लेकिन हाँ, नाइट D8 खेलने से क्वीन इनटू D4 मार सकता था। नहीं, नाइट D8 इज अ मिस्टेक अगेन, नाइट A6 वो एक्सचेंज चला जाता था, तो दैट पोजीशन वाज वेरी डिफिकल्ट।
So what I am getting from
This is a technical analysis of the game what was happened yesterday, but for the Indian fans, for us, we all welcome the mistake made by the blunder made by the.
But what I'm saying is there's the two factors coming in. One is for Ding Liren, he is under time pressure, and under time pressure, is he making these mistakes under time pressure?
All put together, yeah, definitely all put together. Definitely, time is a very important factor when you are playing in the World Championship match, as I mentioned earlier also, because you have to make.
You only said that last में दोनों का ही पास 20 मिनट था।
हाँ, दोनों पास 20 मूव में they have to make 20 moves in somewhere around 20-22 minutes, which was actually
minute of move.
हाँ, तो लेकिन जो ब्लंडर जब किया है that was move number 28.
अच्छा।
So that means another 13 moves he had to make because 27 moves हुआ था, तो 28 मूव में जाके ब्लंडर किया है, ब्लंडर किया है, और ब्लंडर नहीं करने से भी he was very प्रेशर, शायद बचा सकता था, लेकिन क्या होता था, इतना जल्दी नहीं हटता था, ये तो इमीडिएट लॉस हो गया। सो बहुत सारे एनालिसिस हुआ था, जो नाइट क्वीन C8 नहीं जाके नाइट B4 करने से क्या होता था, तो पॉन को दे के तो चलता था गेम, बट गुकेश वाज एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम गुकेश वाज under control, but who knew that maybe Gukesh could have made some mistakes also in the time pressure. It was possible, anything could have been done.
अच्छा, एक और क्वेश्चन, जैसे ये गेम में देखने से लगा कि both the players मैंने फुल फ्लेजेड ट्राई कर रहे हैं कि मेरे को गेम विन चाहिए, सिर्फ गुकेश बोलिए व डिंग लिरेन बोलिए, दोनों जन ऑल आउट खेले इस गेम को जीतने के लिए। उसकी वजह से क्या मैंने
हाँ, in a way definitely, as I was telling that last 4 rounds was very crucial. Gukesh के पास कल white था, and he definitely as a white piece he was trying, because he played this B4 and sacrifice move, then E3, and then his preparation A3 move on the 5th move, and 5th move के बाद Ding ने उसका बैलेंस थोड़ा ये हो गया है, क्योंकि ओपनिंग में उसको मालूम नहीं था, तो ही टूक लॉट ऑफ टाइम। तो शायद जो लाइन चूज़ किया डिंग, शायद इट वाज बोथ it was good for Gukesh only, क्योंकि Gukesh young है, Gukesh का preparation अच्छा है, Gukesh is always he likes to take the risk, so Gukesh का style में ठीक है, but Ding, because he was not in a very good form,
And he was already a champion,
already
with
champion.
lot more at stake.
Yeah, so maybe हो सकता है जो वो भी ट्राई किया था, लेकिन कल Ding के लिए I don't think that he tried to win yesterday because he was a black, but after the game he said in the interview that earlier also he came back in the 12th game,
So
that is
he
today he's playing with white, and so far already around 16 moves have made, so I don't see anywhere he's better. So we all have to hope that Gukesh will hold
Win
this.
another game.
Yeah, not win, but with black is unless and until Ding takes so much risk. I don't think he'll take too much risk because another 2 games are there. आज अगर हार गया तो then it is over. Then so there is no point of playing next 2
No way
games.
to come back.
No way to come back. So I think he will not take that much risk. Obviously, he will try to he will
Keep the pressure.
but he will not take that much risk, which will go out of his control.
Okay. Now, एक चीज है, Magnus Carlsen 2 days ago certainly said, now Gukesh is no more the favorite. He is just, the entire thing is 50-50. Why is he changing? इतना change.
It is not changing. It's
नहीं,
actually
एक और बोला है मैग्नस कार्लसन ने एक दूसरे चैनल में कि गुकेश का जो ओपनिंग सिलेक्शन जो है वो उसका फैन हो गया उसके लिए.
हाँ, वो तो ठीक है, लेकिन why is he saying that Gukesh a favorite नहीं है? Now he is.
no. He said in the before the candidates that Gukesh, he never thought that Gukesh could win the candidates and qualify for the World Championship. Number one, and then before starting of this match, he was not very sure that the Gukesh would. But he also mentioned that he has a chance because his young age and his style. But Ding was a world champion, so definitely he's current world champion. So you have to give some respect to the world champion. So because of his health problem or the mental problem, some problem is there. So that's why he is not in good form for the last 6-7 months. So comparing the performance in the last 6 months and Carlsen saw our Indian team playing in the Olympiad very closely. He was every day he was following Indian team's performance very closely. Mainly Gukesh's performance and Arjun and Prague. Also he saw them very closely in the Global Chess League. तो इसलिए होगा that, and also this tournament also he is playing. He's following Gukesh's game. So now he changed it.
Now, can we come back to something else, a little different, about chess, but a little different. Tell me, why did the championship go to Singapore and not Chennai? Or, there was a major tournament, the Tata Championship held in Calcutta also, very successfully.
Yeah, there was a bid. There was a bid from the Indian side also. I mean, in our federation, and they made a bid also for the Chennai also, Chennai and Delhi both. But finally Singapore, they made the bigger bid, maybe something for that reason. And but personally, I think that it was good that it didn't happen in India, because India में होने से बहुत सारे pressure होता था, because I saw Anand's match playing against Carlsen in Chennai. So I personally, it's my opinion. Obviously,
neutral venue and
neutral venue. Obviously, we could have. I mean, if it would have happened in India, तो सब लोग celebrate कर सकता था. But I personally feel So I personally feel that it is better that it's Achawa, that it's Singapore.
Okay.
Because I mean, when Magnus came for the Tata Steel tournament, here he mentioned openly that India is, people are too much emotional, and they were too much. They go beyond this thing to reach the player for the signature, for the autograph. So that's why he actually likes to avoid this. Indirectly he said that he likes this, to Calcutta, mainly Calcutta or other places, is too much of fan followers. So which might at some point make a lot of chaotic situation
And interfering
in the concentration. So I personally like. I told earlier also that I was happy that it is in Singapore, and if Gukesh is also maybe happy in Singapore.
Good. One more thing, the last thing before we finish. We've been reading a lot of things about World Championship standards, how the tables are, what are the standard things that have to be provided to the players. Can you give us a little details भाई साहब, मतलब क्या क्या चीज़ उनको देना ही चाहिए, कैसे पानी देना चाहिए, कैसे उसका आसपास उसका सेकंड्स कहाँ बैठेंगे, या क्या है standards?
Because earlier it was open in the hall they used to play, and the spectators were in the in the auditorium, but they could now anyone speaks or anyone moving around, the sound used to go and a lot of disturbance were there. So now it is in the closed, this thing is a glass soundproof is there, and certain criteria, certain these things are there that you need to follow for the World Championship. And you might have all of you might have seen that they have the players, they have a waiting room. Both the players having, they can go there and have a drink or whatever they want to eat or food, some snacks or whatever it is. But it's all monitored so that you cannot do any kind of, take any kind of help. Yeah, that's, and both the players, and obviously when it is not your turn, you can definitely roam around in the hall, or you can inside.
Can you go out of the?
No, you cannot go out. You cannot leave the place. Mm-hmm. You can only go to the washroom, or you can go to the waiting area. For it is particularly made for you, for the player, for both the players, and they can sometimes they go and sit there, concentrate there, drink something, eat something, and then come back to the hall, main hall. And we saw this Ding went there and eating something or drinking something. But Gukesh, I have never seen him. Gukesh was always, when it was not his move also, he was in the board only, on the board.
Well, then he's 18 years old, he can afford to, he has more energy.
Always he is to, concentrate, just sitting there and close his eyes, and maybe he said that he analyzes the moves, what opponent can do.
So is there any formal dress code that the players will have to wear? Can they go in a t-shirt and jeans?
No jeans, no, not the Hawaii chapel, not this thing. Something is there, not with the shorts. Mm-hmm. You can go with the proper dress. Okay, you can with the suit or whatever it is.
Gukesh wears a suit, but
Ding also wears a suit, but he normally keeps his.
But you cannot go in a t-shirt or
t-shirt. Certain rules are there you have to follow, and yes, you cannot make any kind of you cannot disturb opponent. No, this thing, and also the door also you have to. No, you cannot just bang on because it will disturb. And in the table they have a partition kind of there, so that someone cannot push the leg and something.
Okay.
So there's some minimum rules are there for the.
And also tell me about the doping control. What people are a little surprised that chess में भी doping control होता है. So what is the
chess में होता है बल्कि हमको अभी तक तो कोई ऐसा नहीं है. But okay, if they drink some energy drink and all these things, definitely they drink. But chess में doping.
Last I saw, Gukesh was taken away for dope control.
Yeah, that is the regulations by the IOA and all these things. So they have to. FIDE also is also following. So whether kind of anything they have taken any medicine or any juice which
Acha.
added something like that. It's like I think it's same parameter.
So, which is also good because if chess is wanting to come into the Olympics, then these things doing beforehand, पहले से ही करो डोप कंट्रोल छोड़ है हमारा ही अच्छा ही है क्योंकि
हाँ, अगर आप सपोज कुछ टैबलेट ले रहे हैं आप जो आपको बहुत सारे एनर्जी देंगे
अच्छा
तो समथिंग लाइक दैट सो मे बी दैट्स द रीजन आई डोंट नो
but chess has changed a lot.
Yeah, chess is becoming much more sporting event and for the spectators game and FIDE, the World Chess Body, they are trying to make it as much as possible so that it can be included in the Olympics. So that's what we are thinking of, and we are hoping that in 2036 India is going to bid for the 36 Olympics in India. So if it is going to be held in India, we hope that the chess will be included.
That will be very good. Thank you very much, Dibendra Badua, and thank you very much, Rajendra ji. And we end the second edition. We will come back again for the third edition. Let us see what the situation is. Hope Gukesh wins, but let there be a fair game and let's see how it goes on. In the meanwhile, please hit the like button, subscribe, and do keep following this special channel on this World Championship. Thank you very much.
Yeah, for the spectators, just one thing. Tomorrow is the rest day, and another 2 more games will be there. Final 2 more games will be there, and then it will not go to the tie break. Then definitely Gukesh is going to win the championship before that.
Thank you. So thank you very much, all of you.
Thank you.